Among the poor, among the persecuted,
among the privileged.
Love is coming to make all things new. In the private home, in the public place,
and the wedding feast,
In the judgment hall, love is coming to make all things new.
With a careful word and a gentle touch. With a clear conscience,
with burning love. Love is coming to make all things new.
that the world might believe that the kingdom might come, that the world might believe.
that the powerful might stumble.
that the hidden might be seen.
Love is coming to make all things new.
Within us,
Without us, behind us, before us, in this place, in every place, for all time, love is coming to make all things new.
I do love that song. What can we say about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Well, he was excluded by the other reindeer.
They made fun of him and his red nose.
And they never let poor Rudolph play in any of the reindeer games.
It was basically schoolyard bullying.
Rudolph was on the outside. The other reindeer had a special relationship with Santa Claus.
They were the elite. Dancer, Dasher, Prancer, Comet, Blitzen.
Fine names.
Sturdy names.
They all had stability, education, training, ability, and access to the very best.
These reindeer were strong and fast.
And Rudolph was smaller. His only distinctive feature was a shiny red nose that glowed.
The other reindeer would say, "Hey, Rudolph, can I get you a tissue?"
Still, he may have been content to be red-nosed by himself. He probably muttered more than once, "I don't care. Let them have all the fun. I can have fun by myself."
Did Rudolph wish to be included? We don't know, but he probably did.
Here's what happened next.
On Christmas Eve that year, there was a dense fog that covered the entire planet.
How were the reindeer going to guide the sleigh?
Because their mission of getting Christmas to the children of the world was so important, it became necessary to rethink past practices.
Santa realized the glow of Rudolph's special nose could guide the sleigh through the fog.
So, Santa goes to little Rudolph and asks him to be the leader of the sleigh.
Not the athletic caribou who were constantly teasing him.
Nope, Santa asked Rudolph to save the night.
He didn't say. When Rudolph was asked, what did he say?
We don't know. It's not recorded.
We know he did not say, I can't, I'm too little.
He didn't say, me. The others always make fun of me.
He didn't say spitefully, well, let Dancer do it.
He didn't say, now you want my help? I've got something else to do, buddy. I hope you crash.
Nope, he just did it. He led the sleigh through the foggy night. He did the job. It was a hard job, but he did it.
So we have a classic story of insiders excluding the newcomer, of making fun of his special traits.
It happens all the time in schoolrooms, playing fields, offices, classes, and churches.
We say, they just don't have it, and if they do, well, we got here first, and we don't have to let them into our group, our company, our church, our country club, our political party, our game.
What does this story really mean?
Anybody and everybody is worthy of respect.
And we need everyone to be part of the team.
Even if we look different,
Or have different abilities.
Or don't have money.
or a supportive family, even if we were born in a lowly nature of poor migrant parents.
which is a long-standing tradition of First Universalist, one which I am honored to share with you this year. This is the time when we hand out ornaments to all the children of our congregation. As the baskets come and pass you by, please help your children each select one ornament of their choosing to keep as a reminder of their connection to our community before passing that basket on. Each year, our children come to this family service and share in the spirit of Christmas, learning with us once again the meaning of the stories that bring light and hope into our hearts for the coming new year, with the return of the sun and of lengthening days. Each year, each child in our community receives an ornament reminding them of the gifts they bring to our community and the gifts they are given in return. These form a deep connection to this community over time as they grow in our care and as we grow to know them. This year, our ornaments are the stars and the moon, to remind us that even in the longest night there is beauty and light to be found. They are fair trade because we know that the beautiful gifts we find in our own lives should never come at the expense of others. The moon and stars remind us that there is always hope in every part of the world, where the stars and moon can be seen by everyone, from the greatest ruler of nations to the tiniest baby born in humble surroundings. So whether this is your first day here, or whether you've been here since nearly the day of your birth, may each child and youth receive this ornament as a symbol of our shared community and as thanks for the gift of your presence with us. And we'll now sing together as we continue to receive these gifts. This year, we asked our children and youth to reflect on their own thoughts about the question, what can we do to keep the world of Christmas throughout the year? Following their replies, we will read together the words of Howard Thurman as our own collective reflection on this important question. So please tell us, what can we do to keep the work of Christmas throughout the year?
Give to charity. Keep on singing all year. Be nice. Be respectful to one another. Be nice. Spread joy throughout the year.
Give to people who aren't as fortunate as you are.
Make cards. Help people in need.
Random acts of kindness.
Tell the people you love that you love them.
Please join with me. When the star in the sky is gone, and when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to release the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among people, to make music in the heart.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year's over, a new one has begun, and so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. reaching the poor ones. The road is so long, and so happy Christmas, for black and for white, the yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's all wish a good one without any fear. Let's all miss this Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so Merry Christmas, we hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over
You are good. I mean, you are really, really good. If there is a nice list, you're on it. And if you aren't already, I have a pin in my bag. But guess what? You are good. I mean, you are really, really good. You are worthy of dignity and respect. We are here, old and young, together in the spirit of beloved community. We are here growing and searching for truth and for meaning, responsibly together. We are good. Really good. Amazingly good. And I do have that pen, in case any of you aren't sure you're on that nice list this year. A quote has been floating through my mind this year. Gordon B. Hinckley said this: "You are good, but it is not enough just to be good. You must be good for something. You must contribute to good in the world. The world must be a better place because of your presence. And the good that is in you must be spread to others." An interesting thing about Gordon B. Hinckley: he was the 15th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, known as LDS Church. And that brings me to an interesting point. We are all good. Churches around the world are doing good, powerful deeds, are loving in the best way they know how. Some of them are so different from us in valuing all human lives that we cringe a little bit when thinking that they are all good. But it brings me to name something particularly and profoundly beautiful about this church, about our denomination. You see, we see the value in every human life. We would say to them all, you are good. The young and the senior, the black, brown, tan, pale, and all skin tones, the wise and the simple, the rich and the poor, the laborer who works with their hands and those who use their fingers to do their work in cubicles around the city, the female, the male, the genderqueer, those who eat organic food, and those who could not begin to know the difference because they can barely afford any. Those in prison, those in chronic pain and illness and fear for their lives, whatever the reason, we say that they are good, even if they have bright red noses. like mine tends to turn when I'm out in the cold. And then people comment on it. They say, my goodness, Jeannie, your nose is really red. You must have just been outside. And I think of that reindeer. Not so much like all the other reindeer, but good. He didn't even have to have a nose at all. And as Unitarian Universalists, we would see and we would name that goodness in that reindeer and in every single person here and on our planet. You see, because ours is a church of love. We are known for our justice work and called the love people. And honestly, I cannot think of higher praise that could be given to a gathered people. Ours is a sanctuary kind of faith. And this is exactly what this season is about. Bringing sanctuary to all who need it. This is what we must now learn how to do even more clearly in this social and political climate, to know ourselves and be known in the world as the love people. I wonder if our children's choir would like to be known as the love choir. And I think you might. I saw the smiles too over there. We are called to make room in our hearts for those around the world and those nearby who are hurting or in terror. We are called to respect the life of each and every person, regardless of their background, their actions, or their social position. Yesterday I saw something that would have been remarkable in and of itself. Have you ever seen someone out ringing a bell? What are they asking you to do? To use the funds, the money that you have, to help bring safety, love, and sanctuary to someone who needs it. It would have been remarkable at any time for someone to volunteer to do that, but then this person was out in sub-zero temperatures with snow up over his ankles. And you know what was even more remarkable, more extraordinary? This person using his time and talents to bring in money, sanctuary for other people in the form of love. This person was blind. This is sanctuary. You don't have to have a nose. Your eyes don't have to work. You can be as different as night and day, but you must love in extraordinary ways. That is how a reindeer helped everyone see things differently. That is how a baby born in humble circumstances helped the world for thousands of years to see things somewhat differently. That is how we are called to see the world and hate, and instead of bringing violence, to bring more love. To use whatever extraordinary power we have. It might not be our muscles, it sure wouldn't be for me, but it is our compassion, that ancient thing passed from generation to generation, arising again like the moon and the stars in our children's hands, to brighten the world, to bring a little more love within us, love without us, love behind us and before us, in this place and in every place, for this time, this season, and for all time. Love is coming to make things new, and guess what? It is me, and it is you. Blessed be, and Merry Christmas.
Please join our choirs in singing We Need a Little Christmas. The words are in the insert in your order sheets.